What if the greatest freedom you'll ever find has absolutely nothing to do with the world outside you? Because until you rise above what happens to you, you will never lead from a place that's within you. Let me explain. Nelson Mandela, Madiba, at one point in his life, he lost everything. His wife, tormented by the police. His children, harassed. His own son, passed away in a tragic manner. And when this happened, he was denied permission to attend the funeral. From a jail cell, he would have made perfect sense to fall apart, to collapse into grief and some form of helplessness. But Mandela, he didn't just survive, he found a way to elevate. In other words, he refused to define himself by the violence, the injustice, or even his own ambitions. Instead, he decided to befriend his wardens, and in doing so, he became the still point in a storm of chaos around him. That is non-duality for you. Seeing life beyond the binary of success versus failure, power versus oppression, good days versus bad days. Non-duality says, I am not this win, and I am not this wound here. I am something deeper and steadier. In other words, do not tie your identity to outcomes. Rise above the proverbial scoreboard out there and speak from the part of you that cannot be touched, not by praise and not by any type of pain. Here is the final truth I'm going to leave you with. Nelson Mandela, he did not wait for the world to set him free. He became free first. And the rest of us, the world got to follow. Alright? Follow for more. And if this message hits home, share it with someone who needs to remember who they are.